Good morning, everyone. I'm going to attempt to make some cashew milk, which I've never made before, and I'm hoping that I make it the way it needs to be made. Good morning, everybody that's coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, good to see you. I'm going to make some cashew milk. Now, I'm going to put less water in it than I do for almond milk because, hi, good to see you. Yes, I have. Yes, I did. I soaked them overnight. I certainly did. Yep, I did. I've got 1 cup that I soaked overnight. I'm going to put those in my blender. Yeah. I did soak them overnight, and so I thought I'd better do that. So, okay. Now, I'm just going to use 3 cups of spring water. I'm not going to put any more water in than this because I found with the almond milk, 4 cups of water seems to be too much. So when I make it the next time, I'm just going to push it down to 3. I'm going to start with 3, blend this, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my sweeteners in afterwards. I'm just going to try it for that way because for myself, I don't need a lot. Oh, pistachio ice cream. Ah. Yeah, they are expensive. Oh, thank you. Thank you. They are expensive. Yes, they are. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you, Dolores. Good morning. What I'm saying is I put 3 cups of water in. I don't think I'm going to add any more water because I don't need a lot of almond milk or cashew milk for myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my sweeteners in there, and I'm not going to put any more water in it because 3 cups, that'll make a pretty good sized thing of almond milk for me. Because I think when you cashew milk, when you start adding too much water, then you lose the flavor. Because that's what happened to my almond milk. Now it says 3 to 6 dates, so and these are pitted dates. So I'm going to put about 4 dates in it, and it calls for 1 teaspoon of the pure vanilla extract. So I'll put 1 teaspoon of that in there. And it calls for 2 to 3 tablespoons of, I'll go for 2 tablespoons of the 100% maple syrup. And this will make good cashew milk. I'm sure it will. Very good. I'm just going to put that. Like I said, I'm not going to add any more water after I blend this, because I'm going to see how much it's going to make, because I don't think I really need a, yeah, I did. I soaked them all night long, so there's no problem there. They were soaked, because I asked one of my friends if I had to soak them, and she said, yeah, you probably better soak them. So that's just what I did. I soaked them. So now I'm going to put this back on and go ahead and mix this, and this will make enough cashew milk that I shouldn't have to add any more water. I really don't want to, because then you start losing the flavor of it if you do. Well, yes, you can, but well, it should be. Well, not pretty bad, no. No, I don't think it's going to be bad at all. Not at all. And I'm going to have to, I don't know if this has to be strained or not, but I've got my strainer here just in case I have to strain it. Let me put this back in the corner. Got my bowl here. I'll take this out. In case I have to strain it. I'm not really sure I have to strain it, but I'm going to be prepared in case I do. So, well, let's see. It may not make any pulp, but then again, it might. I've never used cashews before, so I don't know if it's going to make pulp or not. And then I've got this jar here I'm going to stick it in. No, this is the first time, and that's why I'm doing this. I have not made it before. Oh, it does make pulp, Berlene? Okay. Yes, I noticed it is making pulp. I've got to get a... It does make a little pulp, but I don't think it makes as much as the almond milk does. The almond milk makes quite a bit. Good morning, Richard. Good to see you. I'm making some cashew milk. Yes, it does make pulp. It does make pulp because here it is. There's some pulp right there. So it is making the pulp. So I will be able to put that into a container then. And I'll have some extra. I'll have some of this that I can to use later on too. I can, you know, divide them up. Whoa! Everything's falling out of my cupboard. Sorry, fell out. Okay. So, hi, good. Oh yeah. I'm starting to do cooking scopes now, but I'm trying to strain out my cashew milk now because I don't want to get the pulp in it. Yes, it does make pulp, as you can see. If anybody can see the strainer, see it does make pulp. There's the pulp there. So I didn't think it made much, but I guess it does. Erlene said it does make pulp, so I'm going to have to. I'm still straining it out at the bottom, very little bit. I'm trying to help it along, trying to get the rest of get it out of here. So, oh, it does. Yeah, I can see, but it's not making as much as the almond milk. The almonds make a lot of pulp. This doesn't seem to be making near as much. But you know, I thought I'd buy this strainer and use this instead of using a cheesecloth because it works just as well. And I'm just going to take this and put this in here, and I can save that for recipes like ice cream. And I haven't been making ice cream lately, and I probably won't today. And the reason I'm doing this now is because we are going to get 105 degrees today. And that is just a little too hot for me to be in my kitchen. So that's why I'm doing this now. And it's just a little too hot, and I just don't want to, you know, be into a yeah. Yeah, you telling me? Oh, that's what I say. Oh no, 105 degrees. Can you imagine that? Yeah. Now, it didn't fill it completely up, but this is just enough for me because I can do it for cereal a few times or whatever. So there is my cashew milk. Like I said, I didn't add any more water. I started with 3 cups, and that's all I had. But so that's basically how you. The next time I want to try to learn how to make cashew cheese, and I may even buy some raw peanuts and make peanut butter. I want to learn how to do that, so I can start making different things myself, because it'd be a lot cheaper than buying it yourself. But this does have a little different color than the almond milk does. But see, it looks out very, very, very good. Well, I like milk too, but you know something? Milk is for calves, not for humans. And that. Oh, does it really? Oh my. Well, good morning, Phil. I just went and made some cashew milk, and I started with 3 cups of water and didn't add any more in that because I don't need a lot of cashew milk for myself. I wanted the flavors to stick out. Wow. Yeah, it's. Oh yes, it does look good, doesn't it? I put in 100% maple syrup. I put in 100% vanilla extract, and I also put in some pitted dates because that's what it called for. So, and I'm gonna. Yeah, it does look good. I think, like I said, the next time I make almond milk, I'm gonna cut back on the water on it too. Yeah, I might. You know, I'm gonna have to find a recipe to make a cashew cheese, because I want to learn how to make a lot of things. I was watching on YouTube before I come in here. Somebody was making peanut butter with unsalted peanuts in his Ninja, so I want to try to do that too. There's many things that we can make ourselves. Oh, is it super easy? I'll just have to find a good recipe for it. Hi from Russia. Yeah, I'm moving up all right, River. I'm just going way up. Oh man, and this is easy to do, and I'm enjoying doing. Once I start doing it, I just want to keep going. I don't want to stop. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time, because this is well, if you ate Burger King, I pity your health. I really do, because you come in this Periscope, in a healthy Periscope, and then you talk about eating at Burger King, and that's disgusting. You don't realize what you're doing to yourself eating Burger King. Ugh. I wouldn't eat that meat. The meat's not meant for you. Milk's not meant for human beings either. Milk is meant for calves, for cows, for baby cows. So yeah, you're right, Richard. Burger King is right. So I suggest you can make, if you want to eat meat, make veggie burgers. Make them out of vegetables and stuff. Make your own burgers, and they'll be more healthy for you. How'd the milk turn out? Here's how it turned out. Right there. You can watch the replay to see how I made it. But there it is. I didn't put as much water in it. I only put 3 cups instead of 4, because I thought that's plenty for me. And look how much it made. So I'll have plenty for cereal and stuff. Yeah, I use it for my cereal as well. Yeah, we do eat Phil's cheese recipe. You're right. I agree, because you can't. There's hardly anything you could buy anymore that doesn't have carrageenan in it, or the other products that you shouldn't be eating. All the stuff they put in that, like the veggie cheese I was buying at Winco. You saw me with my grocery haul. Well, I wish I'd known about the carrageenan when I bought it. I didn't know anything about it until after I saw Phil's scope. And after I saw his Periscope about carrageenan, I started looking at the ingredients on that. I thought, oh no, gee. And it's terrible. I can't even eat it now. I have to throw it out because it's got the carrageenan in it. Oh no, that's no problem. Here's what my cashew milk looks like. And I only use 3 cups of water instead of putting 2 in and then maybe blending with the sweeteners and putting 2 more in, because I thought that's a little bit too much. So this is plenty for me, and it'll be enough for my cereal for a few times, and I can always make more. It's I've got plenty of cashews sitting on hand. Oh, thank you, Richard. And it's got plenty of cashews on hand, and I can make it whenever I want, whenever I run out. I'm about ready. Oh, really? I really can't tell it. I know people are telling me that it looks better and I look fitter in the face, but I can't tell it myself. I don't perceive myself the way you do. But I'm glad that I do. Well, so far, I've just made the almond butter and the cashew butter, almond milk and cashew milk. So between the 4 of them, they're all easy to make. I haven't really made anything beyond that yet. So, she has a bacon macaroni and cheese with cashew milk. Oh, cool. I'm gonna have to watch more of her Periscopes, because she's got very good recipes too. But this is one way to be healthy, and what's in what you have in your products, because you're not putting stuff in there that is not good for you. I see Alexis came in, and she makes a lot of she does a lot of cooking scopes. Hi, Rhodesia, welcome. Oh, thank you, Dolores. Hi, Alexis. Here's my cashew milk that I made. You only used 3 cups of water to start with, and I didn't add any more because that makes plenty. And I've used all the ingredients, all the sweetener. I used some dates. I put about 4 dates, pitted dates in there. About 2 tablespoons of this, and I put a teaspoon of vanilla extract in it. And that's how easy it is to make it. And I did soak the cashews overnight. I thought I better, and there is some pulp left, and this is the pulp I have left, so I can use this in my ice cream and in my smoothie recipes. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. How do you milk a cashew? I think that's not even worth responding to. I think that's about time for that person to go. I'm going to try to make coconut milk too. Now I don't know how easy that's going to be either, but if you start making things yourself, like your cashew milk, cashew butter, and almond milk, at least you know what's in it. You know the things that are in it are healthy for you. You're not putting chemicals in it that you can't pronounce. what it does is it sweetens it up and gives a little extra flavor to it. Soup, coconut milk is easy. Oh, well, I suppose so, Phil. But I used a strainer, which worked just as well. It just strains it right out. Oh, you found a strain for unleavened bread? Wow, Alexis. Oh, you love dates. I put about 4 pitted dates in it. I just have a real. This is a small mesh screen, and I even read on the internet that you can also use strainers if you want to too, over a nut milk bag. But that's what I did, and it just strains it all out, the milk from the pulp, and it makes it easier for me anyway. Well, this is the cashew, but I soaked them overnight. I don't know. You just put water in it and it starts becoming milk. I suppose so. The inside of it is what I'm thinking. And it's amazing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It most definitely is. Why wouldn't it be? What makes you think it wouldn't be? Because I know what I'm putting in it. And I'm not putting ingredients in it that are not meant to be there. Because the ingredients you find in the stuff that you buy in the store, if you can't pronounce the ingredients, you better not make it. Because you don't know what that ingredient is, how bad it is for you, or anything. No, I don't drink just milk. You know why? I don't drink just milk because it's for calves. It's not for human beings. We shouldn't be drinking milk, and even Forerunner says that you don't drink that kind of stuff. That's for calves. Well, for me it won't last that long, May, because I put it in my cereal and I'll probably drink some of it, so it won't last me that long. And I'm the only one that drinks it anyway. So, but it's supposed to last a little longer in their fridge. But this is in an airtight container. It's got a seal on everything you can see, so it'll last a lot longer than normal, than your regular milk. But that's the bad thing with regular milk, and I've noticed it when I was drinking regular milk. It's unfortunate, but the milk builds up with bacteria, and next thing you know, it's curdling, and you don't want to eat that stuff. It's curdling, and it tastes absolutely terrible. I've had to throw a lot of regular milk out that way because it got old and it would spoil. Well, this I know what I'm going to drink, and yeah, well, it will, and I think it does that for a reason. We're not meant to drink that stuff. It's only meant for calves. Yet we put that kind of stuff in our bodies, and we shouldn't do that. I didn't really drink it as a whole. I didn't drink glasses of it. I usually put it in my cereal. But when my ex-husband told me about vanilla almond milk, and I started buying it, I started using it for my cereal. But then when I realized, I could make my own almond milk just as cheap and just as well, I thought, I can do that too. Because actually, the almond milk you buy in the store, it's got more than just almonds in it. It's got a lot of things in it too. You put regular milk. Well, you shouldn't be drinking milk. Milk is not for human beings. It's only for calves. I suggest you get out of that drinking. Make yourself some cashew milk like this, or make yourself some almond milk. Do not drink regular milk. You're making yourself sick. You do not know what that stuff has in it. It's got pus and blood in it. Do you want to drink that stuff? You're putting that kind of stuff in your body. You're putting pus in your body, and that's disgusting. I've only made almond milk about twice. And I've made almond butter once, which I'm going to make that again. And this is the first time I made cashew milk, and the other day I made cashew butter. That's the first time I've made that, because my almond butter is gone now, so now I'm going to make more of that. Well, don't expect your doctor to tell you the truth. I'm sorry, your doctor's not going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you to drink the milk because it's good for you. So I wouldn't ask your doctor. You do research on it, because I'm here to tell you that milk is not good for you. It's what it's got in it. You do not want to put in your body. That's right. You have to look online. Don't ask your doctor, because if you're going to ask your doctor about stuff like that, hi Fiola, here is my cashew milk that I just finished, and I started with 3 cups of water. Alexis, I haven't drank any of this cashew milk yet, so I can't say. This is my first time I'm making this, and the second time I'm making almond milk. So we'll see. I may like this better than the almond milk. But I think good to see you. But I think with the almond milk, it's a little bit of trial and error, because I've been putting too much water in. I put the sweeteners in, and I still can't taste them. So I'm going to cut back on the water on that one too. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, both are good. And like I said, I know what's in them. It's stuff that I put in it myself, and I know it's good for me. Well, that's probably that. But I'm telling you right now, do not drink regular milk. How many cashews did I use? I just used 1 cup. 1 cup of cashews, and I soaked them overnight. And that's all I did. I soaked them overnight, and then straightened them this morning. And rinsed them off, and got the, oh, wonderful, wonderful. And I strained them, and then I rinsed them under clean water, and that's what I really don't put any milk in my ice cream because I have enough in it that I don't have to. Now, if I do have to put milk in, yes, I would. Yes, it does. But see, that's 1 cup of cashews, but I put 3 cups of water. So normally you would use more. Some of the recipes call for more water than that, but the recipe I saw online called for 3 cups of filtered water, so that's what I used. That's true, not everybody eats the same, but I'm trying to help you to understand that milk is not good for you. Milk is only for calves. It's not for human beings. We're never meant to drink that stuff. That's right. It's hormone. Yes, there. See, it's hormone, pus, and blood. Look what that person said. They're a dietitian. So it's not. We're not meant to be eating that kind of stuff. You really want to put that stuff in your body. You need to try to live healthier. You can, Fleming. If you really want to live healthy, you can do it. But some people just don't want to. They'll come in here and they'll think that I'm just blowing hot air, but I'm not, because people are telling me how much better I look, and I'm feeling better, and it's because I'm living healthy. Oh, thank you, Alexis, because we should all want to be that way. We need to live better, because we don't want to kill ourselves prematurely. And the thing of it is, people are dying prematurely from all the things that they're eating, because they got chemicals in their food, and they don't know what those chemicals are. They think they do, but you don't. You can't pronounce them. I mean, I looked at the ingredients on ice cream, the ice cream you buy in the store. That's kind of ingredients in there I've never had before. I can't pronounce them. If I can't pronounce them, I'm certainly not going to put them in my body, and I would suggest you don't do it either. Don't put it in your body. If you can't pronounce it, it's not marked. Oh, thank you for that, River. I appreciate that, because I'm trying to inspire others to do what I'm doing, because it's easy to do. You just start and just tell yourself you're going to do it. Sure, I can see you. Yeah, I can see you. Hi, Stacy. Here's my cashew milk I just made. I put 3 cups of water in it. Yeah, I just now see you, Stacy. Good. Welcome. I'm glad you're in here. I just used 3 cups of water, and I put in 2 tablespoons of the 100% maple syrup, and a teaspoon of the vanilla extract, 100% pure extract, and then I put in about 4 pitted dates. Yeah, it does. I'm going to have to on my almond milk. I think I'm going to have to change how much water I put in that, because what I did is I started with 3 cups of water, Stacy. I blended it, then I put the sweeteners in and blended it again without adding any more water. And I think this is just fine the way it is, because you want to be able to taste the sweeteners. You don't want to put too much water into it. So I'm cutting back on the water to see. It's a little bit of trial and error. And if it's too strong, I can add a little bit more. Yes, doesn't it though? It does. It looks really good, and I like these containers for it too. And it's something like Stacy's in it. Has been a help to me too, because she's been inspiring me to live well and be strong, because she does her walks, and although I'm not going to walk today, we're already 80 degrees, and we are going to get 105 today, so I'm not going to be doing any walking outside. If I do any walking inside at all, it's going to be in a store or here at home. I'm not going to walk outside, that's for sure. Yesterday I went to the mall to pay my Verizon bill, and I went to get a concordance. Well, that concordance I bought yesterday was so heavy. Here I was walking around the mall with this heavy concordance, and I was getting my exercise, but my back was hurting at the same time, so I had to stop and rest. But I was willing to go out and walk, and okay. Thank you for coming in, Stacy, and you have a good day, and hope to see you again on Periscope. Have a good day. But we should all do what Stacy's doing, and what I'm doing, what others are doing too. And Alexis, she makes her own food too. We all need to do that. Lemon water with apple cider. Well, we're not supposed to be Oh, lemon water with apple cider. You talking about apple cider vinegar or just regular apple cider? Because apple cider vinegar, we're not supposed to have that either. So, oh, see you later, Stacy. Bye. Thanks for coming in. But it's not hard to go on to be healthy. We all need to go that route. If you want to be strong, if you don't want to get sick all the time. People don't realize that they're so sick because of the things they're eating. The stuff they're putting in their body. You know, they don't realize it. And I see people's grocery carts and all the kinds of stuff they're putting in their body. I can't believe it. It's just enough to curl your hair to see them with all the junk foods they're buying, the potato chips and the pretzels and things like that. You know, if you want potato chips or something, cut up, make some potatoes or something, fry them or something, eat them that way. Well, what I had I bought raw cashews, but they were in pieces. Some of them are bigger than others, but I bought raw cashew pieces, and then I soaked them overnight. Before I went to bed last night, I soaked them. And it's like the same thing with the almonds. You have to soak them first. And when I do the cashew butter, I didn't have to soak them or anything like that. Almonds, I don't soak them for the almond butter either. You know, there's different ways people do it and things like that. But, we need to get back to the spirit of prophecy. We need to get in and read that and understand what Ellen White has said and what we're supposed to do. Because there's a lot of questions about some of the things we've been putting in our body. Oh, my goodness. Whoa, 40 boxes of Little Debbie's. Wow, I used to eat those too, but I don't eat them anymore. I do like coconut milk. I haven't made my own, however. I'm attempted to make that too and Periscope it. So I've got to find a good recipe for it and figure out how to make it. Because I know it's probably not. Somebody's saying it's real easy to make, and that's what I intend to try to make it. Because I want to make it myself and instead of buying it. And I know I could do it. That's true. They don't listen. They don't want to listen, and that's sad. Oh, that's good. Buy yourself on. Yeah, we all need to do that. And I've only been doing this a very short time. Now, I haven't weighed myself in the last few days, so I don't know what I weigh now. I'm hesitant to do it every day, but I know it is beginning to come off, and it's not coming off too fast. You don't want it to come off real fast because if it comes off too fast, you're going to end up putting it back on again. You got to do it slow, gradual, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do a gradual weight loss. Get myself to the size I want to be, because I'm not used to being like this. I've been this way too long, and I want to get myself out of it, and I want to look better and feel better. So, because there's going to come a day when I may have to flee, and if I can't run, I can't walk, or I can't flee, I won't be able. I'll just be stuck. Hi, welcome. Good to see you. And this is my cashew milk. For those just coming in, this is my cashew milk. However, you can watch the replay of it to see how I made it. It was very simple to make. I found a recipe on the internet to make it, and I made it. You can, and the thing of it is, with almond milk and cashew milk, you can make them. You can make them with unsweetened too if you want to. Just like with the unsweetened, like cashew milk or almond milk, you just put salt in it and don't put anything else in it. But I like mine a little sweetened. Oh, wonderful! I have never been skinny. I'm big boned. I'm just that way. My mother wasn't real heavy, but my aunt was, so I kind of took after her because she was big boned. So I've had big bones, my whole life, and I've been on the heavier side my whole life, and I want to start losing it because I know that I need to, And coming into these periscopes and watching Stacy, what she's talking about, and Chris and his periscopes talking about things we should and should not eat. I have done a testimony on my on here already. It's in my profile. Just go into my profile. You'll find my testimony in there. But I will be willing to do it again if somebody wants me to do it again, because it's not the same as everybody's testimony is different. Mine's a lot different than a lot of people's, but oh, 2 pound weights and dumbbells, yeah. That would be, yeah, it would be. I couldn't walk around too much with those, but I'm sure it would help. I've heard of that, putting 2 pound weights on your ankles and on your wrists and stuff. People probably do that. I've never tried that, but that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think so. Some of the skinny people do have eating disorders. A lot of them are anorexic, which is sad too. I mean, that's how Karen Carpenter died. She was anorexic. I mean, people kept telling her that she was fat, and she thought she was fat too, and she was already skinny. But she just made herself worse, and wouldn't eat anything. Yeah, that's right, social media. And people have a tendency to do that. They stereotype people the wrong way. Oh, you're too fat, or you're too skinny, or something like that. They look at you in a derogatory way, and that's not too good either. Well, I'm glad that you don't have eating disorders. It strengthened me? Oh, good, River, because I don't have any weights right now, but I do a lot of walking as it is. Like I said, I walked around the mall yesterday here in Eugene. We have a good-sized mall, and I walked around it. And they can be murder to walk up and down, but we've got more than one level, but I just stayed on the bottom level and just walked all the way around the mall a couple times. No, I haven't been taking those. I stopped taking those for a while. I probably should get back to taking them again, I suppose, but, I just didn't feel I need them, I guess, but, if you get a lot of sunshine, you get outside and get in the sunshine, you get your vitamin D, because that's what's, in the wintertime is when you need the vitamins most, because you have no sun, you have a lot of clouds in the winter, you have snow, so you don't get your vitamin D as much as when you would in the summer. Now we've had the sun every day so far in this year. Wear the ankle. Yeah, that's what I figured. Wear the ankle weights when I go walking. It is a good idea. And yeah, yes, right. You have to be able to serve God. Thank you. But we all have to be willing to serve God and be healthy when we do it. And it's just by people sharing with me what they've learned. Like Stacy, she was just in here, our plant-based bunch, that she's lost a lot of weight, and she's been a vegan for over 17 years, and she shares some of her recipes with us. She's got a YouTube channel, and you follow her, you can get a lot of her recipes. I've learned a lot from her. I'm learning a lot from Mama Rosa, and just by watching Periscopes in general. And I've decided to do the same thing the other people are doing, because I want to be healthy, and I want to live well and be strong. And I know I can do it. People are telling me I'm looking better, and even though I don't see it, I'm accepting it. They're saying that my face is thinner, and I'm accepting that too. That's right. Everything we eat and drink has to be to the glory of God. We can't put things in our body that are harmful, because, we're destroying our body. Our bodies are the temple of God. And we put anything in our body that's going to harm our body, it's going to destroy our temple. God says we destroy our temple, He's going to destroy us. That's wonderful. I think it is the best decision that anybody can make. I know people will say, well, being vegan, you're so unhealthy, and you're not getting your protein and things like that. But they don't understand. You can get the proteins from your vegetables, your fruits and vegetables. You certainly can get protein. That's right, you can. But it is true. It is true. Stacy showed a picture of her when she was about 250 pounds, and she's a lot thinner now. So it does help. I don't around the house. When I go out, I wear skirts and long skirts and shirts. But when I'm home, I will confess that I do wear shorts at home because I'm not out in public. I have a pair of shorts in it on right now. But when I go out in public, that's when I change it to long skirts, because I feel I'm showing I'm around other people. I'm home. I'm just me. Nobody sees me. So that's not part of my Periscope. But no, I'm not. I'm not, because God isn't. Because He calls it a sin. It's an abomination. He loves the sinner, but He hates the sin. So if you know of anybody or you're that way, please come out of it, because it's sin. Then you have no part in that. You won't have no part in heaven if you're gay. If you don't turn from it, don't repent from it, and turn from it, you won't be saved. So that's all I'm going to say on that. But Jesus was not gay. What made you think about that? Jesus was not gay. Why would Jesus be gay? That is a horrible thing to say. That's offensive to me. Jesus was not gay. He abhorred gay people. Oh my God. How can you be like that? Block that person or report that person. That was disgusting what you said. That's very offensive to me, to call Jesus gay. How dare you call Jesus gay? How dare you? How dare you say that? Oh, how dare you? How dare you talk like that? I think you better hit that X and go, or I'll block you and get you out of here. You are a disgusting person talking like that. Jesus is not gay. You are a disgusting and perverted person to say that Jesus is gay. And I will not allow you to be in my Periscope. That's blasphemy. And you get out of this Periscope right now. If you don't, I'm going to escort you out. That is disgusting, and I will not have you talking like that anymore. This is upsetting to me. You're not going to talk bad about my Jesus in front of me or anybody else. Jesus was not gay. Yeah, that's right. They're sins of the Father. Well, if you're talking about me, I've already saved myself. That's the thing. The problem with these people, they like to come in and say bad things. But I'll look at my Periscope later and I'll block that person when they talk. Because I tried to catch it and I couldn't. But if you block it on your end or report it, I wish they would set it up on Periscope that when we're in live scopes that we can block them right off the bat, but we can't. We can't block them. All we can do is report them, and the broadcaster has to block them. But used to be that way, but I will take care of it when I watch my Periscope. Yeah, they are. There's more ridiculous and cruel and hateful people, but God said we would have those in the last days. We would have those. That's right, Jesus is love. And Jesus isn't going to say anything about something. What's cashew milk? Okay, I made it. It's made out of cashews. You just take cashews, you soak them overnight. Yes, we are. I soaked them overnight, and then I put them in my Ninja and put them in 3 cups of water, blended it, and then I added my maple syrup, 100% maple syrup, 100% pure vanilla extract, and some dates. I added about 4 dates and mixed it again, and then poured it in here. And you have to strain it because it does have pulp. And here's the pulp. And I'll take that and put in my smoothies or my ice cream. There is a little pulp with that. Yeah, that's right. The unbelievers are going to suffer. They don't understand how much they're going to suffer. But I don't apologize for getting angry with that person. I probably shouldn't have, but I don't apologize for that, because what that person said about Jesus being gay was absolutely terrible. I mean, that was very offensive. Can you imagine how that hurts Jesus for people talking like that? It's really sad, but I just pray that person comes to the knowledge of the truth eventually, that they accept Jesus and stop saying bad things about him. It's crazy. Nuts don't lactate, it's juice. But I don't care what you say. This is milk. You can say what you want. You're probably the same person that called Jesus gay too. Some people are so strange in here, I seem to draw them like flies. I don't know if it's because I'm a woman or what it is, but I seem to draw them. I'll tell you one thing, I get more than anybody else, but praise God for them anyway. So, so anyway, I think I'm gonna quit now because we all get them. I'm gonna have to eat my breakfast. I haven't quite. Well, it's a little late for that, but I'm gonna have to eat something, and I'm gonna have to put my milk in the refrigerator. But I think I'll go for now, and I may come on again later. I'm not sure, but if I don't, you'll understand why. In fact, I might even sleep in my easy chair tonight out by the air conditioner because it's so hot. Yeah, the enemy is busy. That's the trouble. The enemy doesn't want us to be saved. He wants us to take everybody down with him. Yeah, that's probably true early in brunch. So I'll probably get my lunch in, and that's about it. So I won't have a... Well, there's Mama Rosa. I was just about ready to go, Mama Rosa, but here is my cashew milk that I made. I just used 3 cups of water along with the sweeteners and mixed it up. And it looks pretty good. I didn't need any more than this. I didn't want to put more water in it because it seems like you put too much water, like it doesn't sweeten up right. So I used some dates. I used about 4 dates, and I used 2 tablespoons of the 100% maple syrup. I used a teaspoon of that. And this is the pulp I had left, so I'll put that in either my ice cream or my smoothies. So, yeah, I love you too, Mama Rosa. So, you'll have to watch the replay because I got to get my stuff in the refrigerator. I will. And I thank y'all for coming in and being here for me and supporting me. And I'll watch the replay and I'll block that guy that said what he said. And I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Yes, we do. We love Mama Rosa a lot. Hope everyone has a beautiful day. Take care. God bless and bye-bye.